So I watched the new straight-to-video animated DC movie, Constantine, City of Demons. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you, that was a movie. You can pick this up on Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray, though for this review I watched and purchased the regular old Blu-ray. No high-res cartoon gore for me, thanks. Was it better than the Keanu Reeves film from 2005, the Constantine movie from 13 years ago? I couldn't tell you. I don't remember that movie. I don't remember much about it. Though if DC does anything with Keanu Reeves again, it should be my dream Lobo live-action film. As long as he doesn't talk too much. Yeah. To summarize my thoughts, I'll say that I liked this movie. DC's animated direct-to-DVD videos are wildly varying in quality, and this one would fit somewhere in the halfway point for me. This isn't actually a movie per se, though. It is a compilation of the first 5 and continuing episodes of the Constantine, City of Demons animated series that runs on the CW streaming service. CW Seed. Yeah, CW has their own service, and it's called Seed. Please laugh with me. This movie, ties into the Constantine live-action television show that was canceled, even keeping the same actor for our main character, John Constantine. Can I incoherently mumble about how much I like the name John Constantine for a moment? It's just a powerful name. It rolls off the tongue, and I see why every demon that meets him has to pronounce the full thing like a spell. In this movie, Constantine has to save his friend Chaz, his little girl, because her spirit has been stolen by a demon that's in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. Constantine has to confront one of the greatest mistakes of his magical career to save his baby boy's little girl. We'll break this off into good and bad, and there's going to be spoilers, so be ready for that. Here's some of the good stuff right off the bat. Voice acting quality in animation is one of the first things I pay attention to, and the voice acting was never noticeably bad, and I really enjoyed Matt Ryan's performance as Constantine. Laura Bailey also plays a small supporting role, and she kills it as the Nightmare Nurse. Though thinking about the Nightmare Nurse makes me want a movie about her instead. The bloodier scenes have this weird, visceral, almost hyper-realistic effect when characters are killed or when blood splashes or is sprayed. It can be jarring in a good and bad way at times throughout the movie, sometimes seamlessly integrating itself into the show, but other times looking like a bad Adobe After Effects plugin. This is more of a neutral, I guess. There's a scene where the demon trying to hire Constantine wants to take him to a demon party in his McMansion from hell. And he has this 1920s style silent movie playing in the back. His minions just start chucking people into it, and it's some sort of cool torture portal. That was sick. In the cool way and the gross way. Where do I sign up to get my very own cool torture portal? Thinking of throwing people into the old Garfield and Friends television show only for them to be trapped with John Arbuckle for all eternity. I love that Constantine is constantly getting away by the skin of his teeth. He doesn't have magical spells that are basic energy blasts. He has to work for the spells he has and has to draw on entities that he can never trust to help him do his work. It's refreshing for me to see a magic superhero who isn't just Goku with a doctorate, and I think learning how magic works in this from this movie makes me want to invest more into Constantine media.
Who the hell do you think I am? Benedict bloody Cumberbatch?
The humor can be pretty hit or miss on something like this, but I laughed loudly a few times. The reference to Benedict Cumberbatch had me audibly laughing. No 30-minute origin story. It touches on the basics for the uninformed and doesn't try to make me feel like, oh man, hey, is all the movie's about? You're learning about Constantine. Because of course it draws heavily from the show, and that, if I remember correctly, pretty much covers the origin as much as you need it to. Now on to the bad. There's not a whole lot that I really disliked about this movie. There's things that I can nitpick about all day, but there were only a couple of points that really jumped out at me, that really jumped my bones, or I guess jumped John's bones. John bones the city of LA, or he bones the spirit of the city of Los Angeles, the spirit of the area that is built into Los Angeles. I can't really explain this any better, and I'm really confused by why they have to bone so that Constantine can learn about the city for some reason. Can't he just use Google Maps or a Wikipedia? Or why does he have to bone the spirit? Does he have to get the spirit totem's information? And does it really help, or are they just allying with each other? Are they making a pact of some sort of spirit contract? I didn't get it. I might be dumb. I didn't understand it. And while I like that Constantine survives by the seat of his pants, I feel like he should have a little more up his sleeve than there's this Aztec death god. We're gonna summon him and I don't know, basically do a bunch of stuff. Let's have do a bunch of work for me or something. The Constantine goblins are good little boys though. I like those a lot. Constantine doesn't trust anybody, and I get that. I really do. Demons be as demons do. But I feel like letting this evil Aztec death god do all your dirty work only to turn on him isn't very epic of John. I mean, alright, you have to tie off that little plot thread. I get it, I do. You don't want a sexy skeleton running around eating people, but man, I feel like there's some wasted potential there. Dude's only worshiper is probably some greasy dude working a mall kiosk. He's harmless. In the first 20 minutes of the movie, 3 times this girl screaming in a portal of red devil juice appears, and it just uses the same clip over and over to foreshadow an event later in the movie. I was actually worried for my speakers after the 3rd time because sometimes dialogue can be a bit quieter, and then BAM! Here's plot! I'm not saying this should be cut either, but maybe just cut it down to 1 time before the reveal. Big spoilers ahead. I want to touch on the ending and what a weird and goopy, sappy way it was to kill a demon. To destroy the main antagonist, John channels all of the love that his friend's wife and child feel for his friend Chaz, as well as all of the love that Chaz feels for Constantine, into the demon to kill the demon. Like a love cancer. Then love is a finite resource, and once it's used up, all of the memories made with those who were loved are gone. Somehow he rewrites reality and because of feelings? I mean, yeah, cool, it's magic, I get it. And they wanted to punch you in the face with feelings, I understand. But man, love kills the demon that has a swimming pool full of human gore. Alright, that's cool. Honestly, for all of its faults, I still enjoyed this movie, and I don't want to spoil the whole experience for you, so I'll say that for me it was a solid 7 out of 10. A worthwhile watching experience if you're in the mood for something dark, but also a cartoon, and it shouldn't be too expensive to pick up. I mean, if you already have access to CW Seed, boom bam boom, you can watch it there. I believe the first 1 or 2 episodes are on YouTube, and if you have DC's weird news streaming app thing, I believe it's on there as well. Alright, thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. There are also things, and if you want to watch more, I don't really know what this is. I guess this was a movie review. You can probably watch the worst ones. That's where I'm constantly negative about things that are terrible. If you want to subscribe, that's also an option, and I have a Patreon. Both of those will be somewhere on here. All right, goodbye.